Good morning, children. Come back to our topic, whole numbers. So we are doing properties of whole numbers. We are applying how we are going to use properties of whole numbers on the properties of whole numbers. Okay. See, already some of the problems we have finished. So let us continue our class with some another properties. So we are simplifying the exercise problems. So now I am going to simplify some more problems from the exercise by using the properties. So again we are using the properties only here also. So properties of whole numbers. Now in this from the exercise 2.2 we are simplifying the fourth problem. So already we done some of the problems. So how we are going to use commutative property and associative property? Complete questions I have explained and maybe you understood them. So now today we will go to use some another property, that is distributive property. How it is useful to simplify the problems we are going to learn now. Now observe the first question. So that is my fourth question. Find the value of the following. Find the value of the following. So my first question is 368 into 12 plus 18 into 368. Okay, observe here we are going to which type of use which type of property. So we have solved so many example problems. I hope you got the idea. So which property we need to use. Observe here. Total how many terms are there? Identify first. So as I told you, into doesn't separate the terms. So 368 into 12 is completely one term. Okay, plus separates the terms. So this is one term and 18 into 368 is another term. Okay, total two terms are there. So now observe, I told you already when two terms we are getting, we have to use distributive property. But we have the distributive property like A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. A distributed over B and distributed over C also using addition. When A into B minus C is there, in that case A into B minus A into C. So A is distributed over B and C using subtraction. But in this question, it is very clear that it is used plus, means we need to use this property. This one we need to simplify. And just observe, if the question is in this form they are given, now we need to simplify right side what is there. Okay, ఈ విధంగా ఇచ్చితే ఇలాగా సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేయాలి. బట్ అబ్జర్వ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ నౌ ఏ ఇంటూ బి ప్లస్ సి, బికి సికి బ్రాకెట్ ఉండాల్సింది కానీ ఇక్కడ బి సికి లేకుండా ఏ కామన్ వాల్యూ ఏముంది ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. 368 ఈస్ ద కామన్ వన్. దట్ మీన్స్ ఏ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ బోత్ ద టర్మ్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇంటూ బి and it is A into C, between them plus is there. So they are, whatever question is there, it is in this form. Right side A into B plus A into C form. Now we need to convert that form to A into B plus C. That means we need to do reverse. So here we are going to use the property A into B plus A into C. Question is in this form. So now what is the common variable? A into, so take out A value. Now what is their remaining value? B plus C. So reversely we need to apply. Same thing. Now coming to this question. So here what is the common value? Observe 368 is there in both the terms. So 368 we can take outside. 368 into, what is left in the first term? 12. Between them plus we have, so plus 18. So here we have used the property AB plus AC is equal to A into B plus C. This property is known as distributive property. Several problems we have solved. So before the exercise only we have simplified so many example problems. For distributive properties, so many properties we have simplified, so many questions. So now simplify 368 into 12 plus 18, how much? So that is 30. Okay. Now do the multiplication with 3. 3 8s are 24. 3 6 are 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 1 0 is there. So that is 8040 is my answer. Okay. So like this we need to simplify in simple way. If you are going directly, you need to multiply 368 with 12 and 368 with 18. Then you need to add. So that is very lengthy procedure. To avoid that difficultness, we are using the properties. Okay, I hope you understand it. So once again I am explaining. Whenever, first of all, observe if you are getting into and plus. Question lo into plus rendu vachinayi anukondi. So into plus gaani into minus gaani rendu operations vachite kachithanga adi distributive property. Okay na? So malli andulo vallu LHS side ichinappudu manam RHS side ki simplification cheyali. Ikkada RHS side iste manam LHS laga simplification chestam. Okay. So వాళ్ళు కామన్ గా AB ప్లస్ AC ఫామ్ లో ఇస్తే మనం A into B plus C చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చింది AB AC. సో వి డిడ్ A into B plus C. అదే వాళ్ళు A into B plus C ఫామ్ లో ఇస్తే మనం AB plus AC ఫామ్ లోకి కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే. నౌ కమింగ్ టు ది అనదర్ క్వశ్చన్. సేమ్ టైప్. $79 into 4319 plus 4319 into 11. So just observe again here, two terms we have. Okay. Because into plus is there, it is again comes under distributive property. Okay. Into plus into. Means we are going to use distributive property. And how we are going to use it? So it is in the form of common number 4319, 4319. That means my A value is 4319. It is B, it is C. That's all. So it is in the form of A into B plus A into C. A into B, B into A, both are same. Why? Because commutative property. Okay. So now I am taking 4319 common from both the terms. Okay. 4319 I have written outside. So what is left? 79 in the first term. Between them plus we have and remaining term is 11. That's it. So which is equal to 4319 into 79 plus 11. 79 plus 1 is 80. 80 plus 10 is 90. Okay. Now simplify. 9 with the 9 table multiply this complete number. 9 9s are 81. 9 1s are 9. 9 plus 8 17. 9 3s are 27 plus 1 28. 9 4s are 36 plus 2 38. And 1 0 is there. So completely what is the number? 3,88,710. So here we used A into B plus A into C is equal to A into B plus C. So A into this property is distributive property. So once again I am telling, whenever we are getting common variable, like if first of all identify into is there are between every number you are getting intos or plus. If you are getting the combination, in that case that is comes under distributive property. And after deciding which property, then it is which side given, either LHS side given or RHS side. If they are given at LHS side, we need to use RHS side simplification. That means if they are given A into B plus C. So what is its RHS? A into B plus A into C. In this way we need to simplify. A into B is nothing but AB only. Okay. Like this we need to simplify. So suppose my question is 15 into 20 plus 5. Like this I have one question. So it is like LHS. Means we need to simplify in this way. That is 15 into 20 plus 15 into 5. So 15 20 is a 30, 300 plus 15 5 is 75. So total answer is 375. If the question is reversely given like this, observe 15 into 20 plus 15 into 5 given now. In this case, don't go for directly calculations. You need to translate this side. So in these two things, 15 is common, 20 into 20 plus 5. So 15 into 25. Like this we will get. Okay, 15 5 is 75. 15 to the 30 plus 7, 37, 375. So depending on the question, you need to simplify. Now coming to the next problem. Find the product using suitable properties. Using suitable properties. Okay. Here, my first question is 205 into 1989. So already I told you when only two numbers are given and like this given into given, you have to use distributive property. So expand any one of the number, then multiply. Okay. So here which number is easy for expansion and how we can do the multiplication? That one you need to think. See, if you are going to expand this number, 1989 is equal to 1000 plus 989. If you are writing in this way, 1009 205 we will multiply easily. But 989 into 205 is very difficult to do the calculation again. So for that sake, don't go for expanding this second number. Expand the first number, simple number. Okay. In that case, what you will get? So 1985 expand చేస్తే పెద్దగానే వస్తాయి మళ్ళీ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ అందులో ఏ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ ఉండదు అందుకని 205 ని ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను సో చేయండి అది 205 ఎలా రాయాలి 200 ప్లస్ 5 it is nearer to 200 205 is nearer to 200 it is in between 200 and 300 yes or no we know estimation of numbers nearest 100 this 205 is nearer to this value. Yes. So that's why I am using 205 is equal to 200 plus 5 into 1989. So it is in which form? Just observe plus and into which property? Distributive property. So and it is in which form? That is A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC form. Now we got this value only here. A into B plus C. So I am rewriting as 1989 into 200 plus 5. Just observe both are left side is equal. So when left side we are getting in this way, go to simplify the RHS side. So ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇది LHS సైడ్ ఎలా ఉందో అలానే ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేయాల్సింది రైట్ సైడ్ ఎలా ఉందో అలా సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేయాలి సో రైట్ సైడ్ ఏముంది చూడండి మా A into B ఉంది ఓకే అంటే ఏ వాల్యూ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ 1989 into B వాల్యూ is 200 so that is 1989 into 200 plus A into C that is 1989 into C value is 5 so which is equal to now do the simplification see 2 table 5 table is very simple to multiply. So just multiply 2 9s are 18. 2 8s are 16 plus 1 17. 2 9s are 18 plus 1 19. 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3. And 2 zeros are there. 2 zeros plus 5 tables. 5 9s are 45. 5 8s are 40 plus 4 44. 5 9s are 45 plus 4 49. 5 1s are 5 plus 4 9. 9,945. Now add both the numbers. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. 9 plus 8 is 17. And here 9 plus 8 is 17. So 4 digits over. Now here nothing is there, only this. 9 plus 1 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's all. So keep arrange these numbers beside like this: 3,97,800, 9,945, and add both the numbers. What you will get? 5 4 17 17 10 4. So same answer. Did we get or not? So we can add directly. If you are getting difficulty to add directly, so use column method. This is horizontal method. Horizontally I have added. And if you are unable to do in the horizontal method, so arrange the given numbers in the column method and add those two values. Okay. Then now coming to the another type of question. I hope you understood well now how we are going to use distributive property. So distributive property they may give in three types. Directly in this form they will give. Okay, then there is no confusion. Directly we can simplify. Like this, only two numbers given. So in that case, only one step extra. That is, we need to split the numbers and we need to apply the formula. And thirdly, right side they will give, left side we need to simplify. So as before I have shown you both questions. That is, right to left we have simplified. Now here left to right we are simplifying. Okay. ఈ రకంగా ఇస్తేనేమో ఈ రకంగా సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేయాలి. ఇలాగా సింప్లిఫికేషన్ ఇట్లా క్వశ్చన్ ఇలా ఇస్తే ఈ విధంగా సింప్లిఫై చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ పార్ట్ వాళ్ళు ఇస్తే మనం రివర్స్ లో చేయాలి. ఓకే. నౌ కమింగ్ టు ది నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. One 991 into 1005. So which one is easy to expand? Obviously 1005 is very easy. So how will you write 1991 into 1000 plus 5? Expanded form of 1005. 1000 plus 5. That's all. So use the same formula. A into B plus C. A into B plus A into C. A value is 1991 into B value is 1000. So it is A, B, C. A into B plus A into C, that is 1991 into 5. So finished. So because 1000 we need to multiply. So whenever we are multiplying tens, hundreds, thousands, whatever number, 1 into this number as usual we will write 1991. How many zeros are there? Keep that many zeros. That's all. Okay. Plus 5 1s are 5. 5 9s are 45. 5 9s are 45 plus 4 49. 5 1s are 5 plus 4 is 9. 9,955 we got the answer. So add now horizontal method. Unit digit. 0 plus 5 is 5. Tens digit. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 9 is 9. And 1 plus 9 is 10. So 1 is carry. Now 9 plus 1 is 10 carry. 9 plus 1 is 10 carry. So 2. Now 20,955 is the resultant value. See, observe here we did not do any calculations this side. Any calculations we are not getting tough calculations because we are using the distributive property. That's why we are getting easily answer. So this is the way to use distributive property, and it is very, very important, distributive property. In further classes also we are going to get most of the problems on this distributive property only. Now coming to the next question. So now few word problems are given for you. 6th, 7th questions given word problems. Observe this. 6th question. A milk vendor supplies 56 liters of milk in the morning. And 44 liters of milk. 44 liters of milk in the evening. If the milk cost 30 rupees per liter. 30 rupees per liter. How much money he gets per day? How much money he gets per day? Okay, observe the question. Whatever given, write the statement. So first of all, whenever word problems are given, read statement by statement and write the statement. First statement what is given, second statement what is given, and what are they going to ask. So my first what is given I am going to write. Observe, read the question. A milk vendor supplies 56 liters of milk in the morning. Means morning he is supplying 56 liters of milk. So the milk supplied by the vendor in the morning. Supplied by the milk vendor in the morning. How many liters? 56 liters. Okay. And the milk supplied by the milk vendor. Supplied by the milk vendor in the evening. Is equal to 44 liters. 44 liters of milk in the evening he is supplying. If the milk costs 30 rupees per liter, so cost of 1 liter milk per liter given now. So 1 liter milk is equal to 30 rupees. This is the given information whatever they are given. So 1 liter what is the cost of milk and how many liters he is supplying in the morning and how many liters he is supplying in the evening. That's all. Now if the milk costs per liter, how much money he gets per day? So for 1 liter 30 rupees he is getting. Like that, how much money he is getting per day? So per day he is supplying 56 liters morning and 44 liters evening. Total how much amount, how many liters he is supplying completely? 56 plus 44. Yes. So that is nothing but a total 100 we will do. So 100 into 30. 3000 rupees he is getting per a day. So for this, what I am doing, observe. The money he gets per day is equal to cost of 1 liter milk 30 rupees into he is supplying 56 liters in the morning and 44 liters in the evening. Then this is total quantity of milk, how much he is supplying per day. 56 plus 44. So just observe it is which property? A into plus A into B plus C. Which property it is? Distributive property. So from the distributive property, Okay, which is equal to 30 into 100 liters. So liters no need to mention because here we are going to take cost money. So rupees we have to use. Total 100 liters of petrol. So the cost of 100 liters of petrol is equal to 30 into 100, that is 3000 rupees. So he is getting 3000 rupees per day. So once again I am telling, observe, total in the morning 56 liters he is selling, and in the afternoon he is selling 44. He is supplying 44 liters of milk. So total quantity will be 100. So whatever cost is for 1 liter is equal to 30 rupees. Suppose I have given directly 30 liters milk he is supplying per day, and cost of 1 liter is equal to 15 rupees. Okay. Then what will be the cost? How much amount he is getting? 15 into 30. That is 15 is 45. That means for 50 rupees he is getting per day. So, but here they are splitting the total quantity into two types: morning and evening. Morning 56 liters, afternoon 44 liters. That means A plus B, like this: 56 plus 44. So 30 into 56 plus 44. A into B plus C. So that is A into brackets we need to simplify first. So like this we got the answer. Okay, I hope you understood. Now coming to the next. So before this, actually we need to write 30 rupees for 56 liters in the morning, 30 rupees for 44 liters in the evening. So two types, which is equal to 30 is common. So 56 plus 44. That is 30 into 100, which is equal to 3000 rupees. So like this we have to simplify. Now coming to the next problem. So my seventh question is, Chandana and Venu purchased 12 notebooks and notebooks respectively. Purchased 12 notebooks and 10 notebooks respectively. Okay. The cost of each notebook is 15 rupees. The cost of each notebook is 15 rupees. Then how much amount should they pay to the shopkeeper? Should they pay to the shopkeeper? So this is the question. Now observe, and how it can be solved, just observe. See, Chandana and Venu purchased 12 notebooks, 10 notebooks respectively. That means Chandana purchased 12 notebooks, Venu purchased 10 notebooks. Okay, two persons, two different numbers. The cost of each notebook is 15 rupees. Then how much amount should they pay to the shopkeeper? Same like first situation only. So Chandana's amount is equal to 12 into 15. And Venu's amount is 10 into 15. Total amount will be 12 into 15 plus 10 into 15. So it is which property? Distributive property. So first of all, whatever given guidance, given number of books purchased is nothing but buying. Okay, purchased by Chandana. First person Chandana and first number is 12 notebooks. Okay, and number of notebooks purchased by Venu is equal to how much given? 10. Okay, and given that cost of one notebook is equal to, cost of one book is equal to how many rupees? 15 rupees. So therefore the money they must pay to the shopkeeper. The money paid by Chandana and Venu, both the members. Chandana and Venu is equal to Chandana paid for 12 notebooks. That is 12 into one book cost is 15 rupees. Okay, this is Chandana's amount. Plus Venu's notebooks 10 into 15. One book cost is equal to 15. So in these two numbers 15 is common. 15 into 12 plus 10. So that is 15 into 12 plus 10 is 22. So now 15 twos are 30. 15 twos are 30 plus 33. So that is 330. Here again which property? Distributive property. So like sixth problem only, here no difficulty. First of all, whatever number of notebooks write. How many number of notebooks purchased by Chandana? 12. Number of notebooks purchased by Venu is equal to 10. And what is the cost of one book? 15. See, first of all, one pen cost is equal to 10 rupees. I bought 3 pens. So how much amount I need to give to the shopkeeper? 3 into 10, that is 30. Yes or no? So like that only, cost of one book is 15 rupees. And number of notebooks of Chandana is equal to 12. So Chandana paid amount is 12 into 15. My pen's cost is 10 rupees. One pen cost is 10. How many pens I bought? 3 pens. 3 into 10 in the same way. 12 into 50. And same like Venu also. He bought 10 notebooks. One notebook cost 15. So 10 into 15. Now among these two 15 is common. So 15 into 12 plus 10. So just observe here, this is comes under into plus distributive property. So right side how it will be there? We are going to change into left side. That means 15 is the common number. So we are taking out and writing 12 plus 10. So 15 into 22, that is 330 rupees. Both of them paid to the shopkeeper. So they together paid 330 rupees to the shopkeeper. Okay. Now coming to the next question. So here nothing given, but I am giving a fill-up. 3 plus 1991 plus 7 is equal to 3 plus 7 plus 1991. So here decide which property it is. Name the property. That's all. Name the property used in this simplification. So what is which property used here? We have how many properties? Closure property, commutative property, over addition and multiplication both. So commutative property, associative property, distributive property. Yes? Additive identity, multiplicative identity. Like this we have the different properties. Now we need to decide it is belongs to which type of property. So observe here which operation we have used? Addition, addition, addition only. So compulsory it is over addition. Now 3 first place only given. 1991 and 7. 7 plus 1991 means these two places are interchanged. Yes? First number as second number and second number as first number. Only two numbers are changed. Two numbers means which property it is? Commutative over commutative property. Okay, commutative property under addition of whole numbers. Yes or no? Because it is addition, so we are changing only two numbers place values. So commutative property states that a plus b is equal to b plus a. So that's what you did here. So it is commutative property under addition. Otherwise, over addition also you can write. And my second question is 2 into 68 into 50. 2 into 68 into 50 is equal to 2 into 50 into 68. Okay. Now observe 2 doesn't change. Observe 68 went to third place and 50 came to second place. Again it is changed as a into b into operation is equal to b into a. So how many numbers are disturbed? Only 2. So again it is commutative property. So commutative property over multiplication, otherwise under multiplication. I hope you understood well. Okay, now coming to the next third one. One is called which one? What we will call for 1 and what we will call for 0. One is nothing but multiplicative identity of whole numbers, yes or no? And 1 is 0 is additive identity of whole numbers. Okay, all these questions you will get in bits. So what is the additive identity of whole numbers? 0. What is the multiplicative identity of whole numbers? 1. If for suppose I have given the question, what is the additive identity of natural numbers? 0 is not there in natural numbers, so there is no additive identity for natural numbers. And last question is 879 into 100 plus 30 is equal to 879 into 100 plus 879 into 30. 879 into 100 plus 879 into 30. So it is which property? Name this property. Very, very easy. Into plus. Which property? Distributive property. Distributive property over addition. Okay, just remember all these points. When only two numbers are changed and all are under addition, then that is commutative property under addition or over addition. And only two numbers places are changed, all are having intos, so that is commutative property under multiplication. And one is called multiplicative identity element of whole numbers, otherwise identity element of whole numbers with respect to multiplication. Identity element of whole numbers with respect to addition is 0. Otherwise 0 is called additive identity of whole numbers. One is called multiplicative identity of whole numbers. And for natural numbers, additive identity element not there. Multiplicative identity is 1 only. Okay. Coming to the fifth one. So when into plus or into minus we are getting, that is automatically distributive property. So distributive property plus is included, that is distributive property over addition. If minus is there, distributive property over subtraction. So this whatever we have finished, all these properties we have studied very slowly and maybe you understood well, I hope. So now onwards in next class we are going to study about patterns in the whole. So today again I'll revise whatever we have studied about whole numbers and properties of whole numbers. Okay. So here I'll give some of these type questions for you. Dash whole number does not have the predecessor. Okay. And dash natural number does not have the predecessor. Okay. And if y is a whole number and y plus 7 is equal to 8, then y is equal to dash. And my fourth question is a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is which property? Okay, all these questions we will get in bit set. That's why I am using all this. And multiplicative identity of whole numbers. Multiplicative identity element of multiplicative identity of whole numbers is equal to dash. And another one, a plus b is equal to a whole number is a dash property. So all these, by doing all this, we are going to revise our topic. So first question, what is that? Dash whole number does not have the predecessor. Which whole number does not have the predecessor? Several times we have read. Which whole number it is? 0. The smallest whole number 0. Before 0, we does not have any number. So that's why 0 doesn't have the predecessor. And the smallest whole number is 0. There is no highest whole number. That means highest whole number does not exist. Okay. And all the whole numbers except 0 natural number. That means, but all the whole numbers are not natural numbers. If 0 not there, all these comes under natural numbers. Every natural number is a whole number, but every whole number is not a natural number. If 0 is not there, in that case, every whole number also is a natural number except 0. Okay, remember that. And natural number does not have the predecessor. Which natural number does not have the predecessor? So, natural numbers are start with 1, 2, 3 and so on. So, which number doesn't have predecessor? That is 1. Okay. So, smallest natural number does not have the predecessor. Smallest whole number 0 does not have the predecessor. Remaining every number is having its predecessor and every whole number, natural number having their successor. Okay. And if y is a whole number, y plus 7 is equal to 8. Then what is the value of y? So, this type of questions are important. Their sum is equal to 8. What is the answer here? 7 we have. For 7, how much we need to add to get 8 as the answer? 7 plus 1. 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. So, y is equal to 1. Okay. For that simplification, we have another method. So, further classes we will learn. Now, how simply I am doing. For suppose, I have given x minus 5 is equal to 8. Okay, what will be the x value? Okay, in this case, so by subtracting which number, 5 is subtracted from which number, we will get 8. That is 8, this minus 5 bring this side, it will become plus 5. 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. So 13 minus 5 is equal to 8. So x value is equal to 13. Same like that only do. Y plus 7 is equal to 8. Then plus 7 you are bringing this side, it will become minus 7. Okay. Then 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. Okay. Now coming to the next. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. Is which type of property? 0 we are telling. So it is which property? Additive identity. Now, multiplicative identity of whole numbers is which number? Thus now we have finished, that is 1. And A plus B, the result is a whole number. Sum of two whole numbers is a whole number. Which property? Only result we are saying. Result is a whole number. So which property it is? Closure property. So like this we are going to get different questions on the properties. See, for suppose I have written A plus B is equal to B plus A. It is said that which property? Commutative over addition. And if I have written like this, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Which property? Associative property over addition. Okay. So like that, different questions we will get on the properties of whole numbers and definition, from the definition of whole numbers. So I am telling collection of natural numbers including 0 forms which type of numbers? New set, that is whole numbers. Okay, that one also one bit question. And what is the other name for natural numbers? Counting numbers. So this is also one type of objective question. So many points we have studied. Division by 0 is not defined. And repeated subtraction method I have explained. So once again, whatever we have studied, I am going to repeat once again. Observe. First, we have studied about natural numbers. So I hope you understood very well about natural numbers. Set of numbers from 1 to endless are called natural numbers. 1 is the smallest number and the highest natural number not there. And 1 does not have the predecessor. Except 1, all the natural numbers are having predecessor and successors also. Every number is having a successor. And natural numbers are also called as counting numbers. And nextly we have studied about whole numbers. Whole numbers are the set of natural numbers including 0. Collection of natural numbers including 0 are called whole numbers. All the natural numbers are whole numbers. So in symbolic form, every natural number will be there in the whole number. That way, n is the subset of whole numbers. Okay. Now, smallest whole number is equal to 0 does not have the predecessor. And every number except 0, every whole number is having the predecessor. See, for suppose I am asking, what is the predecessor of whole number 1? 0. What is the predecessor of natural number 1? Does not exist. So remember this point. And all the natural numbers are whole numbers, but all the whole numbers are not natural numbers because 0 is not there in the natural numbers. After this, representation of whole numbers on the number line. Representation we have studied. So whenever we are adding any right side, whatever values are lying, always those are greater than the left side value. Okay. And when we are adding, we have to move right side on the number line. When we are going for subtraction, we have to come back on the number line. Okay. And multiplication, we need to jump equally by giving the same space between each jump. Keep counting. Okay. And coming to the properties. After that, we have studied about properties. And successor, predecessor, already we know. Successor in the sense of next number. That is, by adding 1, we will get the next number. Predecessor in the sense, by deducting 1, means minus 1, we will get the before number. Okay. Now properties. What is the first property? Closure property. So as I told you, a plus b is equal to a whole number. So all the properties are suitable for only addition and subtraction, addition and multiplication. Subtraction, division of whole division will not satisfy any of the operations of whole numbers. Okay. So closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, and additive identity, multiplicative identity. On all these topics, you are going to get some of the fifth questions. Okay. And division by zero is not defined. Zero by anything is zero. And multiplication by zero is always zero. Multiplication by 1 is that number itself. That by 1 is called a multiplicative identity. And by adding 0 to any number, suppose I have given like this. A into 1 into is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. So it is multiplicative identity. 0 plus A is equal to A plus 0 is equal to A. Additive identity property. Okay. And a plus b is equal to a whole number. That is a closure property. And for suppose a plus b is equal to b plus a I have given. That is a commutative property. So like that, you need to identify that question is depending on which topic, which type of property. Okay. So in our next class, we are going to learn what are the patterns involved in whole numbers. Okay, that is new topic. So till that, once again, go through with the properties of whole numbers. Okay, thank you.